Hey guys, BJ the Brave here, long-time CCG gamer, super excited for Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. And as we lead into the new release, only 1 week to go now, guys. I was strolling through Reddit and I was thinking about some content that I could make you guys, and I came across this thread which I thought was kind of interesting, and it's all about the GOAT card. It's asking, with the upcoming release of Worlds Beyond, I'm curious what people consider to be the greatest of all-time cards in the original Shadowverse. So I figured, you know what, as someone who only played a little bit of the OG game, I would dive in and give my initial reactions to some of the most powerful cards. Okay, so with that said, looking through, one of the first serious answers that came out was one called Skeleton Rider. Let's jump on in and have a look. Okay, so this is a Shadowcraft card. It's a 4/4, but on evolution it becomes a 6/6. Costs 8. Okay. However, it's a bit underwhelming on the stats, but the effect says during your turn, when an allied follower evolves, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. Oh, okay. So immediately we've got cost reduction. Now, in any CCG, whenever you can cheat a card out earlier than its actual cost, that is usually a sign that something OP is about to happen. That is for sure. It's got Storm, right? So that means that it can attack on when you play it on the board, and even attack enemy face, so that's really good, bearing in mind we've already said evolve, this is a 6/6. Fanfare, so when played, destroy an enemy follower. So you play it, it destroys an enemy follower, then it can storm to hit face, so it could destroy a ward unit, right, that would normally be a kind of defender. During your turn, whenever an enemy follower is destroyed, which you've just destroyed one, deal 1 damage to all enemies. I guess that includes face as well. Up to 10 times per turn. Oh my god. Wow. So if you can destroy like multiple things in the turn, which you might have the play points to do because you've made the Skeleton Rider cheaper, you could do AoE damage and automatically destroy and a storm attack. Wow. Yeah, that card feels phenomenal. Looking at the cards that we've seen revealed so far for Worlds Beyond, I mean, this would be stronger, I think, than anything that's been shown so far. Yeah, that card's a beast. All right, what else have we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, that card is insane. For longevity, Oracle Dragon. Now, a lot of people talk about the Oracle Dragon, and we'll just get this up. Oracle. I think I know what this one does. Oracle Dragon or Dragon Oracle. Yeah, it's this one. So this is the one that in the new game has now become a 3-cost unit. It only costs 2 here, and it basically says effect, gain an empty player point orb. So basically this was the standard ramp card. You could play it turn 2, whether you're going first or second, and then that would give you an empty card. So it's an empty player point orb, right? So instead of next turn being turn 3 or having 3 player points, you would actually have 4. So it help you ramp up into those big cost cards. A lot of people are sad that this has gone up to 3, but I think one of the reasons for that is the way that turn 2 has changed. So now if you go in turn 2, you get an additional player point in the first 6 turns and another one after that. So if you're going second, basically, you can still play this on 2. Whereas if you're going first, where you had a tempo advantage anyway, you have to now wait an extra turn to play it. It probably is fair, especially if people are saying that this is a consideration for one of the greatest cards of all time in a 9-year-long CCG, and this was one of the early cards. So, in fact, it was in the basic original set, I believe. So, it sounds about right that the nerf that it's been given in the new game makes sense. But yeah, super powerful card. It's cheap, it's effective. You're going to run it all the time. Okay, next up we've got D-Shift. So let's, I think this full name is Dimension Shift for this one. Oh, Dimension Shifty, let's have a look. Oh, it costs 18, guys. Now, okay, just to bear in mind, you can only ever get up to 10 player points. And in Worlds Beyond, I believe Ignatius said you can actually get up to 11 if you use the additional player point of going second. Right, so this thing costs 18. 18. And actually, if we look at the card history, it looks like it got nerfed and actually ended up costing 20. Wow. We'll assess the original stats and go from there. So this thing cost 18, and it says it's a spell, okay, and it says base effect spell boost, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. So I believe the way that spell boost worked in OG is every time you cast a spell, it would essentially like give you like a, you know, like a spell boost. Well, in this instance, it would subtract 1 from the card, right? So if you cast 10 spells, for example, this would now only cost 8 player points. If you cast more than that, it would go down. And so basically what this is like some sort of like late game card that constantly gets discarded as you burn through more spells in your deck. Okay, cool. What does it do? Take an extra turn after this one. Holy schmo. Take an extra turn after this. Oh, so I was trying to calculate it originally. I was thinking, oh, well, you're not going to have much energy, many player points left. And then you get your 10 back again. But it's not just that. It's what you do on the board, right? So you get to make all the attacks, and then you get to go again. So, like, in the first turn, if you just clear all the board, and then you get to go again, now everything can hit face. I mean, that's just a game ender, right? This must have just ended so many games. OG players, let me know in comments like how sick this card was, because it seems to me like utterly broken as hell. That is insane. If you were playing against this and you knew it was coming, it just must have been like one of those pending clocks of doom where you were just like, no, if they play D-shift, it's all over. I got to win this game before he gets D-shift, otherwise this is all over by this. Oh my god, that card is insanely strong. I mean, it looks kind of fun, but I mean, if this was a tier 1 meta deck, maybe that would run, maybe it would run thing quite quick. Yeah. I gotta be honest, I am really glad that in Worlds Beyond that the base sets are not at this level of power right now, because, like, that is so powerful. That is so powerful. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, that is... yeah, that really is something. Okay, next up. Next up, we have got... Demonlord Eachtar. Shadowcraft again. This thing's coming in 7 cost, 5 power, 6 health. Okay. So this thing says, on fanfare, which is when you play the card, Necromancy 3, summon a zombie. Repeat for remaining shadows or until your area is full. Okay, so this guy's basically just going to fill your board with zombies, and we can see here zombies are like 2/2s. Also, fanfare, give all other allies +2 and rush till the end of your turn. So you get a board full of zombies that get buffed to 4 attack and can all attack on the... so it's a board clear, isn't it? Wow. All that for 7 as well, man. That is super powerful. And if you evolve it, by the way, this becomes a 7/8, right? So another +2/2. But yeah, that's a pretty sick card at 7 cost, right? That's a pretty sick card at 7. That would be a pretty sick card at like 8+, but at 7, that seems real good. That seems real good. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of these now. So we got the Rhinoceroach. Let's take a look at this. We'll do a couple more. Whirlwind Rhinoceroach. I don't know if that's the original one. Are there multiple ones? Kind of looks like there might be multiple ones. Oh. Okay. having some issues with that one, so we're going to do the Frenzied Corpsemaster instead. Let's take a look. This is a Swordcraft card. Only 6 cost. Okay. Base stats 4/4. Becomes a 6/6 if evolved. Effect, Accelerate 3. Summon a Steel-clad Knight and a Heavy Knight. Oh my god. So his Steel-clad's a 2/2 and a Heavy Knight's a 1/2. Okay. Invocation. At the end of your turn, rally 10, invoke this card. Ward. When this follower comes into play, if your rally count is at least 10, destroy 3 random cards. Yeah, I'm not really sure what some of those effects mean, and it sadly doesn't explain it on here. Okay. Let's take a look at a Havencraft card, the Realm of Repose. This is a 2-drop amulet. It says, effect, countdown 2. At the end of your turn, if no allied followers in play have attacked this turn, your leader can't take more than 3 damage at a time, and all allied Havencraft followers can't be attacked. Huh. If no allied followers in play have attacked this turn, so you just sacrifice your attack, and your guys are safe, and your leader can't take more than 3 damage. And this thing happens at the end of your turn, and it's got countdown 2. So does that mean it... You mean you've got to wait 2 turns before that happens? I mean, wow. I mean, that's super powerful, right? That's just like game delaying. Like, it doesn't matter how big and bad your opponent's board is, they can't do anything to you. That is super... That is super cool. That is super cool. Okay, and the last but not least one that I wanted to look at, because I've heard this guy mentioned quite a lot, and I've got no idea what he does, and so I'm hoping that we're going to be able to find it on here. The Ultimate Bahamut. Big Final Fantasy fan, so loving that. Okay, this guy is... this guy's a big boy. 9 play points, guys. 13. 15 when he evolved. Okay, now we're talking. Guy's legendary, obviously. Effect. What does this guy do? Accelerate 5. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower. Put an Ultimate Bahamut into your deck. Recover 4 player points. Wait a minute. So you put a copy of this into your deck? You recover 4 play points, so the guy only costs 5? No way. So for... Oh my lord. Invocation, there's more. At the end of your turn, if you've used at least 50 play points this match, invoke this card, then banish cards from your opponent's deck until there are only 5 cards left, or destroy all the cards. What? Enemy fanfare, destroy all enemy cards. This card is so loaded with abilities, it's insane. This guy's like a deck in one card, guys. What is this card? I mean, the ability to just, like, end games and just totally take over games with some of these cards is bonkers to me. Like, I can't wait to play this game, guys. I can't wait. If you're an OG player, just let me know in the comments what it was like playing against this thing. If you're new to the game, don't worry. There aren't cards this powerful in the base set. Go and watch my all cards revealed video where we looked at the new set. I do like the fact that the power level is nowhere near these, but these look fun and exciting. Like, it gives me a flavor of what is to come in the game for sure. So yeah. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite card in OG Shadowverse? And again, thanks for all the support, guys. We've only got 1 week to go now. I can't wait to bring you a shed load of content. I'll be doing some live streams on the 18th. I've got a lot of time planned in to do some streaming, and I'll be bringing you lots of videos. So I appreciate all the support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.